And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your ally, Cheap Ludes. Good night? Yeah, are you having a good evening? I hope so, anyway. I'm pretty sure it's evening for a majority of people. It might be like morning for people in Australia. I'm not sure, though. I don't know if you're from Australia, which I'm sure there's a few of you out there. Jump in the comments. Let me know what time it is. I'm uploading this at 6:10 p.m. Central Time, so that's cool. Australia is such a scary place, man. I know it's probably cool because you live there, but like you guys have like giant spiders that are like this big, and like low-key kangaroos are like super scary, dude. Like I feel like people really sleep on the fear factor in a kangaroo. You know what I mean? People saw Kangaroo Jack in like 2003. You know, they're like, oh, look at him, Johnson, hanging out with Anthony Edwards, dude. It's what a nice guy. No, real kangaroos are super, super aggressive and mean and will just kick you in the face for no reason, dude. Hippity hopping around with their little pouch, dude. Super not cool. Not a kangaroo fan over here. Absolutely not. So the market is cracked out. Let's just get that out in the open. The market is wild. It is so much higher than it should be right now. You're pretty much not going to find anything for an affordable price at this point, dude. Not with the 250K tournament going on tomorrow. I did want to talk about Anthony Edwards for a second. Should you grind for Anthony Edwards? I mean, he's a very good free shooting guard, yes. If you do not have the MT for someone like, like a Michael Jordan or any of those guys, like, yeah, Anthony Edwards is really good. And I mean, if you have the time, you should grind for him. I still think someone like Iguodala is probably a better card overall. So using your limited thing, I would take probably like Donovan Mitchell, Kemp, or Iguodala would be my kind of picks there. I'm probably going to take Kemp just because that's what I need. I need a power forward really bad, so I'm going to probably take Kemp there. But, realistically, you could take whoever you want. I would just not take Elgin Baylor. That's all I'm going to say about that. Elgin Baylor is trash. So let's look at the actual market itself. I mean, we got the new cards today from, what was it, Unstoppable set? Yeah, I just love this so much, dude. They really gassed this on Twitter, too. They're like, yo, for 15,000 VC, which is like way too much money, you can get a 91 overall Dwayne Wade. Yeah, for free. Not even the diamond Dwayne Wade. No. The 91 overall Dwayne Wade. If it had been the diamond Dwayne Wade, I'd be like, all right, you know what, whatever. It's still whack, but like 15K VC, not horrible, I guess, by 2K standards. But the fact that it's the amethyst one, which is just trash, like he's not the worst card in the world. People are kind of like, I mean, he's not good. Okay, let me get it cracking. It's not. He's 6,000 MT. Okay, 6,000 MT. This is like a few games that you could play. I really hope nobody, and I really mean it, I really hope nobody bought the 15,000 VC thing for Dwayne Wade. I really, really hope. This is just another one of those things where it's like 2K. I just feel like they make so much money that they just don't understand how money works at this point. I just feel like no one there, like, at least no one there who's in the decision-making process for a lot of these things understands how money works, or like what an average person's money is like, because they make everything so astronomically expensive on the My Team side. And that's because, let's be real, and I'm going to say it as bluntly as possible, the My Team community is going to pay it, right? That is why they do the things that they do. That's why VC is never on sale. That's why all of these things occur, is because the community pays for it. If we just stop paying for it, they would stop doing these things, and maybe they would lower the price a little bit. I mean, probably not. Honestly, they would probably just wait it out. Honestly, they would just wait us all out. So I don't know. There's no real good solution. Anyways, the card is 6,000 MT, and I mean, realistically, if you want a Dwayne Wade card and you, for whatever reason, have like fun memories of Cleveland Dwayne Wade, which I don't think there's very many people who have fun memories about Cleveland Dwayne Wade. I don't even think D Wade has fun memories of being in Cleveland for like that 6 months that he was there. But like, if for whatever reason you remember that fondly, then yeah, go pick up this card. He's like 6,000 MT. He's not the worst card in the world, but he's just not very good. Then we got Bob McAdoo. Shout out to Bob McAdoo, dude. Bob McAdoo's pretty tight every year. And people are basically saying, dude, this is just Diamond Ben Wallace for way cheaper. And honestly, yeah, it's kind of accurate. Like, he's a little bit better in some aspects, a little bit worse in other aspects. He's like The best way I can describe him is he is a more offensive focused diamond Ben Wallace, whereas obviously Ben Wallace is more of a defensive focused card. So that I can say. 88 speed, like he's fast for sure. If you're somebody who abuses backdoor cuts, like you can definitely get busy with Bob McAdoo, 100%. But is he the greatest card in the world? No, but I mean for 6,000 MT or so, like you could do a lot worse for sure. He can shoot mid ranges. I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, yo, he's got a 53 pointer, but if you got Hoff floor general out there, you add Dimer, you add Shoes, and you add Monty Williams, like he's up to like a 79 or something. That math probably isn't accurate. He can't shoot. Let's just be real. Then we got LaMarcus Aldridge, dude. Probably the best budget big man in this entire game. I should say most well-rounded budget big man in this entire game, for sure. This is my backup center. And he's really good. He can do kind of everything on the offensive end. He's not the greatest defensive player, but he does rebound very well. He's, once again, about 10,000 MT, so he's worth that price for sure. But he can lock down post moves. I mean, realistically, dude, especially on next gen, there's really no stopping anybody in the paint on either gen at this point. So it's like I've kind of just abandoned using anyone who would be considered like a paint stopper. You know, unless you have like Alonzo Mourning or Pink Diamond Wilt, I mean, you're really not getting stops in the paint anyway. LaMarcus Aldridge can effectively spread the floor, and he can effectively paint match if you really want him to. So, for that reason, I would say he's probably the most well-rounded and best big man in the game for this price point. He's not going to be handling the rock, not going to be guarding the perimeter. 69 speed's not half bad. He's really solid for sure. Then we got Luka. People are hating on Luka, but Luka's pretty good. I mean, he's got a good jump shot. It's really easy to, you know, green on a consistent basis. He has Hoff guard up, which is super nice. Hoff volume shooter, which I think is an underrated badge this year. Like Slithery Agent 3 is on gold, which is funny because on his free agent card, he has Agent 3 on Hoff, so I'm kind of surprised they made that switch. It's kind of weird. Like, they had guard up on gold, Agent 3 on Hoff, and then they switched it up for this card. Kind of weird. Don't really know what that's all about, but, you know, it is what it is. Pretty good slew of offensive badges. Obviously, he's not going to have any defensive badges. He also has, like, Bronze, Masher, and Bully, which I believe are upgradable. Masher, at least, is. Bully stays on Bronze, which, once again, his free agent card had gold Bully, so I'm kind of confused what the difference is here. Typically, they kind of copy-paste the free agent cards over for these cards, but in this case, they didn't do it. Anyways, Luka's going for about 60k. And, I mean, if you have the 60k and you want to run Luka, like, he's very good. But, I don't know. I wouldn't sit there and tweak about it. I mean, he'll be cheaper in like a week once the super packs come out. Not by much, by the way. Like, do not expect the first wave of super packs to really kind of make a dent in the market, because I don't think they're going to do a whole lot. So just so you're aware. Diamond Dwayne Wade is way worse than the Pink Diamond one, and he's over 100k, so I don't have much to say about that, honestly. Bradley Beal is fire. Bradley Beal is straight up heat. I'm actually waiting to pick him up until his price dips down. From what I've seen, he's like 30,000 MT, which, like, for that price, I mean, you're getting a top level offensive guard. And I really mean that. His jump shot is elite. His player model, you would think he's small because he's been small in every 2K for the, you know, past like 5-6 years. But like this Bradley Beal, like his new player build is actually pretty decent. His new jump shot is good. He plays pretty competent enough defense. And honestly, you can hide him anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can switch him onto the point guard if you really want. Or you can guard the shooting guard just fine. I mean, you can play him as your point guard, is what I should be saying here. Honestly, like, you should probably think about picking up Bradley Beal if you're tired of the shooting guards that are on offer right now. You may find like a breath of fresh air. Can't even talk today, dude. In Bradley Beal, he's kind of heat. Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade is the most expensive card that we have yet to see, and it's just like, dude. The fact that, here's my issue, right? The fact that every week it feels like the Pink Diamond, one of the Pink Diamond cards is over 1 million MT is astounding to me, because it's just like, dude, there is so much My Team currency on the market right now. It is astounding. Like, it is crazy how much currency people have. It's not just like these cards are going for 1 million, you know, or over 1 million for the first few that come out. It is every single card for the first like 48 hours that sells is going for over 1 million. Him and KG, that's wild. And honestly, Kawhi too. Like, which is crazy, dude. That's so nuts, man. Either way, I mean, look, Dwayne Wade is fire. Like, obviously, he's the best point guard in this game. And if you're a competitive level player, you really have no choice but to pay for it. That's all I gotta say. I mean, you should have known they were gonna have done something when Cade came out this week. Like, we should have known that something big was happening. Embiid's not exactly cheap either, by the way. Embiid's damn near 1 million as well. Like, by the way, these are all non-upgraded cards. That's the crazy part. If it was like a 15 Hoff badge Wade, all right, whatever. Or like a 12 Hoff badge Embiid. But these are just like standard, straight out the box cards. That's wild. Going back over to the Destroyer set, Kevin Garnett's back up to 1 million MT, which is astounding because qualifiers are tomorrow. So he's back up. Kawhi Leonard is, I believe, still high. Like, people aren't really using Kawhi, though, because of Scottie Pippen. So his price has been tempered due to the fact that majority of the Sweat Lord guys aren't really using them. Still, though, man, these guys are expensive. Like, that's crazy. All the other guys are down. Like, all the diamond and below guys are, for the most part, down. I'm curious about Carmelo, though. Carmelo, yeah, it looks like a lot of people are kind of abandoning Carmelo at this point, which is weird because I still feel like he's really good. People, the My Team community has such a short attention span when it comes to quote-unquote meta cards. I swear, I'm like dead serious. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Wilt. What's Wilt up to? I think people are abandoning their Wilts quite a bit. He's still probably expensive. I know that, like, Michael Jordan is still over 1 million, by the way, as well. This one has 10 Hoff badges, so this is the one you want to pay attention to get kind of like a baseline as to what he's going for. But still, I mean, a lot of people are going to be using him in their lineups as well, at least for the bench. So, I mean, Tatum's still 500k. Like, this MT is insanity, dude. I'm just convinced that MT sites are bidding up these cards so that people run out of MT faster and then they have to go buy more MT. That is my theory as to why this is happening. And honestly, you could think, like, why doesn't 2K do anything about it? Why would they? Like, why would they, dude? This is only going to increase people's, like, packs, so there's no point to do anything about it. Pretty much every card is still expensive. Like, if the fact that Dominique Wilkins is still over 100k 5 weeks after the game came out is insanity, dude. Like, I don't even think Shaq was over 100k last year. Colossal Shaq, 5 weeks into the game's lifespan. I don't think he was. No, he wasn't, because we had Dikembe Mutombo by that point, so he wasn't even over 100k. No one's even using that card anymore, dude. That's what's wild on. Diamond Steph is over 100k still. I mean, yeah, he's pretty good, but still. Zach LaVine is still over 80,000 MT. Gobert's really the only one that people were pulling, so it is so ridiculous. I mean, Zion's still expensive. He's still really good, though. Vince Carter. Wow, dude. Vince Carter for 500,000. Which one of you people are buying Vince Carter for 500,000? Almost 600k for Vince. I mean, he's got 23 gold badges, but jeez, man, that's insane. Anyways, obviously, if you have any badges at the moment, would be a good time to put them up. Pretty much majority of the badges are about double price what they were a couple days ago. I sold all my top tier ones. I made about 60k, so nothing crazy. It's not like you're missing out on like an absurd amount of MT, but we can go badge by badge, honestly, and just kind of look. Let's look at some of the more expensive ones, like Agent 3, not really too bad. I'm gonna go minimum buyout, and we're gonna say, like, no, let's just keep it normal. I want to see the baseline price for these. What about Amped? I don't think anyone cares about Amped. Mostly gold badges are kind of what you're looking at. Like, gold badges are pretty expensive right now. Ankle braces. Yeah, see, I mean, even like ankle braces is like 5k. I mean, like I said, every badge has gone up about double or even triple in some cases what they were before. Just kind of random stuff that doesn't come standard on a lot of cards, like Bailout, for instance, like obviously Ankle Breaker and ankle braces. Blinders is another one that's up kind of high in price. You can make quite a bit of MT if you just want to purge your badge collection, which I highly recommend doing at this point, because it's just like, you're probably not going to apply them. They're just going to sit in your collection for a long period of time. Like, let's be real. Who are you putting gold bully on? Probably no one. Like, you should just get rid of it. Catch and shoot is up. Anything shooting is really going to be up because people can't shoot, and any advantage helps at this point with this game specifically. So anything that's gold that you have, probably going for a decent amount. At least you're getting, like, at the bare minimum, like 3K for it. But when it comes to, like, some of your legacy badges like clamps, or even some of your newer stuff like Claymore, I mean, Claymore 20,000. 20,000 for gold Claymore. Sell it. I promise that 20,000 is more beneficial than putting that gold Claymore onto a card. I'm not kidding. Even like clutch shooter is up at like 8,000. Like, that's nuts. Comeback kit is pretty expensive. Is that like 5 or 6? Like corner specialist is going to be up there. That's actually closer to like 2. Still, I would sell it at this point. Deadeye, that badge always drops in price. Dimer's up super high. It's because a lot of the point guards don't have Dimer right now, so that's definitely something that you want to look at. What about fast twitch? Why is fast twitch so expensive? Yeah, honestly, any finishing badges are going to be expensive too, because I kind of forgot I'm on current gen right now, and current gen is just the wild west of rim running, dude. It's wild. Glove is up there. Glove's probably the most overpowered badge in the game at this point. So yeah, there's a lot of badges up there. A lot of shoe boost too if you have anything like any +4s, like 3-point speed with ball acceleration, like anything like that. I mean, you're going to get a healthy chunk of change for those as well, so you definitely want to sell them. So as always, been your boy Cheap Blues. Took the night off from streaming because I'm just mentally over it, and I'm just like super tired, so I didn't want to go stream on Twitch, especially because tomorrow I'm going to be streaming 250k quals, which ought to be fun. I mean, when I say streaming, like, I'm going to stream myself playing the quals for like 2 games until I get bodied inevitably. And then I'll just stream other people's streams, you know, watch them play. So that'll be fun, and comment. So yeah, you should definitely holler at me for that. I'll be on Twitch. I was going to do it on YouTube, but I think I'm going to do it on Twitch. Just because if I do it on YouTube, I could get copyright struck for seemingly no reason, just from like a random Twitch ad playing. So don't really want to do that. Have a good night. Peace.